Welcome to Discovering the World of Natural Health. I'm your host, Claiborne Holtzman. An inside look at Remedy This Naturally. Hopefully it will give you the feeling of, I want to go there and check all that stuff out. Today's program, and today is July the 19th of 2021. And the purpose of our program today is to help you understand what Remedy This Naturally is all about. Why are we there for you? What are we trying to accomplish? What do we want to make sure that you have at your disposal and have at your ability to use to make sure that you take and check out all of the avenues that are available so you know what to do for your health and your life. I'm waiting for that button to fall off over here, so I got to put it over that way. So what I have done for this program is I'm going to go back in a little bit and we're going to take the video and I'm going to break it apart and show you some things and slow it down and talk to you about some of the products that are at Remedy This Naturally. The other thing that we're going to talk about are some books that are at Remedy This Naturally that help to give you knowledge and information, gives you a foundation for going God's pharmacy and making it possible for you to be able to do that. And be able to make decisions, be able to question what's good for your health and what's not good for your health, what things are questionable, what things should I stay away from, what things are important for me to learn and know so I can have the best quality of health care in my life. So those are some of the things we want to accomplish on this broadcast. And the neat thing about it is this broadcast, as I am presenting it to you today, if there's a time we need to rerun one, we'll have the information so you'll know what's available for you to be able to choose from, to be able to look at the commercial again, to be able to listen to my voice so you can start over and say, I missed that the first time. Claiborne, I did not know that you were able to understand that about my life and my health and what I want to accomplish. Folks, the whole foundation of it is, and you need to understand this if this is important to you, then what we have may be of benefit to you. If not, then I would just say continue what you're doing and see if the results you're getting is what you want to receive and have the results that you need to have. The main thing, the results we need to have in everything we do is health and wellness and being able to have the best quality of life we can by doing things naturally. If you'll notice across the bottom of your screen, we're talking about Remedy This Naturally with Claiborne Holtzman. That fella is myself at 1140 Benvenue Road, Rocky Mount. We're there for your service. We have within it, hold on a second here, hit my pages, there it goes. We have in it the recommendations of, this is our menu for Remedy This Naturally Cafe, and you can come in and pick one of these up for your benefit. Hot lunches available Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Smoothies, coolers, and bakery items available Monday through Saturday, 11 to 4:30. The regular hours of Remedy This Naturally are from 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday, and within that is the contract post office. Contract post office is 10 to 5 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday to help you with your mailing needs. And I would suggest that I'll bring this up if the stamps are supposed to have an increase in August, end of August. So if you need to use the USPS, then I would suggest you go ahead and take advantage of the Forever Stamp. And the Forever Stamp is that whatever the rate is for postage, the stamps you have will go up in value as the price goes up. So you don't have to go buy extra postage. Used to be when a 32-cent stamp went up, and then it it was 30 cents before, you had to come up with 2 additional pennies. No, right now the pennies are already included in that. So that's something you need to know. But you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing on Saturday to be able to have a place to go to be able to have the opportunity to get what you need to get. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, Lee's going to be so kind, and we're going to take this commercial and we're going to break it up and start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stop it on the marquee right there. So here we are. You will, if that is coming from Golden East Mall, I had it downtown, and you got 2 items on that billboard. You've got a beautiful place to get hair done in the back by Hair Divine. And then if you need to get in touch with them, just look them up and give them a call. So what we're talking about is Remedy This Naturally, health foods. And you'll notice there's up in the, where we're looking at it, the top left-hand corner, and as we face the TV, that there's an apothecary mortar and pestle there. That was what was used to grind up the roots, the bark, and make it possible for a tincture, a tea, get it in a form that can be used to go into the medicinal aspect of how we need to take it. So that's pretty neat about what's there. Then the other thing on the far right-hand side, the top sign, is an acorn leaf and tree. Something that's really unique about acorn is that, think about it for a moment. Think about how big a acorn tree, which is normally called an oak tree, grows. I mean, there's ones, there's still some available in areas of the country, I'm talking about out in the county, that would take a couple people to hold hands, and they still couldn't get around the whole tree because it's been left to grow. Now, did you realize inside of that acorn was the blueprint for the health and healing from what was there in that, and what the medicinal purposes could be of an oak tree, and how we could take and use the leaves, the fruit from that tree to make a medicine. So that's what we're trying to get across. That's what we're trying for you to be able to understand, that Remedy This Naturally is there to help you be able to meet the need with a natural way of being able to know what's going on. I was using the word diagnosis. That's a medical term. So we don't do that. We talk about what the benefits and the historical uses of herbs are and how they can change our life and our health in a natural approach. We're going to roll along, Lee, till you get to the storefront here, and we're going to stop it on that. It is just really cool. You're looking here, and what I really think about when I look at this picture is the mystery that's behind those windows. What is it that's there for us to be able to check out, to be able to know what is available and see what we have to offer to you? And the address you see is 1140 Bimini Road. The 1136 in your top right-hand corner, it talks about the business that's in the back, which is Hair Divine. On top of the roof, on the right-hand side, you will notice that we've got the logo for the USPS, Postal Service. And within the building there, you'll need to go to the left-hand side as we look at it, because on the right-hand side where that emblem is on the right is basically where our dining room is for the Naturally Cafe, Remedies Naturally Cafe. If you'll look to the far left, and you'll notice there that there is a LeBlue cooler. We carry LeBlue, and we sell a lot of LeBlue in the 5 gallons, anywhere from the 8 ounces up to the 32 ounces in the bottle, and for your benefit. One of the reasons we chose to sell LeBlue water is that it has a process it goes through that makes it an alkaline water. Alkaline, when we get our body in that aspect, helps heal itself. Linus Pauling, vitamin C. There was a gentleman that talked about disease does not grow in an alkaline position. So we try to keep our body from being acidic and help to do that. A couple benches out there. We have people that just would rather stay outside and sit on the bench. Not while it's quite as hot as it is now, but to be able to sit on the bench while someone else in the family is probably shopping. So that is what gives you the storefront, so you know you're approaching the place you need to have and to know the product you need to be able to use and learn about them. We're going to move along here a little bit and let the commercial continue to go. And health foods, here we go. Let's see if I can lighten that up a little bit, just see if it'll unfuzzy a little bit. We're talking about the apple juice, apple cider. We're talking about the different things that are available for you, sugar substitute, and our sugar that is natural approach. And we're looking right here, sea salt at the very bottom of it. We're also talking about the spiked things. These are things that are available for you. And hold it right there a minute. And there is natural seasoning. A lot of people are told that they should not use salt, but they can't stand the flavor of what they're eating because they miss out on the salt, because we have salt as one of the things that causes us to go back and buy the same thing over again because of the hunger and thirst that is caused by using these seasonings. But spike is one of the things you can use that have plant that can be a salt substitute. So that is one of the things that is very nice for us to be able to have available. Okay, let's get right in here. There's a lot of items that are bagged up. You'll notice carrot and different seeds. Maybe go to one you read a little bit better. Just jig it over a little bit there, Lee. Yeah, just right in that area. There's cocoa powder and the different food items that are available there to help with seasoning, baking, cooking, whatever it may be that you want to do. There's some more cocoa powder. A lot more in the winter months where people making what is known as hot chocolate, but cocoa chocolate, and that is available there to get it remedy this. Okay, there's carob powder. Carob is a substitute for chocolate, and very good to be able to use it. And we're coming out with some more goodies. Whoa, look at there and all that stuff. Oh, your top right hand corner right there, maple syrup. You want a good seasoning and a good flavor to put on your stuff, and then whatever you're using to make French toast with, or making it into a recipe, that is available for you to be able to get from Remedy This as well. Going forward, and there's some items like that, kiwi fruit, beet sugar, there's xylitol. Let's stop there for a moment. And xylitol, there's a whole book written on xylitol and what it does to help offset diabetes, helps with low blood sugar with kids, also talks about how it's better for the cognitive level of the children to be able to use it. So xylitol is very important for that aspect of it. Also, beet powder is for helping build the immune system, is very important for us as well. We're looking forward to going there. And then we got papaya strips. We got items that like pecans, rolled oats that you can have. And looking at the alfalfa. Okay, let me get right here before it jumps away. If you will notice on that bottom shelf, there are numerous seeds. Now, plant life is stored in that seed. In the very beginning, I talked about the acorn that is on the outside of our marquee, and that the acorn has within it the DNA to be able to make an acorn tree and to be able to have what it needs to come to fulfillment and still be effective hundreds of years later. And then if you'll look at what we've got right here, alfalfa seed, sprouts, mung beans, these are where your foundation of health begins. Health is in the seed. The next generation is in the seed. So you want to be able to have the next generation go into your body, get in your bloodstream, and run through all the cells in your body so you can be put together as you're supposed to be. Pistachios, raw pecans, a lot of different nuts, mixed nuts that are there for you to be able to take a benefit of what's going on. And opening up a new chapter, right? Okay. Lee, what I'm going to need you to do is come back to me, and I want to show everybody what they can do with this right here. Hold on to that picture. We'll be back to it in a second. But this is what you need to understand. Aromatherapy for everyday living. Now, what you saw there was a whole bunch of bottles. Each one of those are aromatic. They're for the nasal. They're for the therapeutic use of making aroma to change your lifestyle and your health itself. Think about it for a moment. When you go into, now I can remember, you go into, now I can remember, keep jumping. Hang in there, we're going to get it covered. For your information, I remember going to my Aunt Molly's, my Aunt Natalie's, Aunt Lena's, one of my aunts that when they had baking or they were cooking sweet potatoes in the oven or bacon was frying on the wood stove, all of those aromas, I can today go and I can get in a position that aromatic aroma is in the air, and I will go back in my mind and in my heart to where I was introduced to that particular aroma, and it will actually help to change how I feel. If I am tired, I'm excited or need to be excited, and I all of those things are in the aromatherapy. And I would suggest that you take and spend, about $12, $14 on this practical guide. This practical guide to unlocking, unlocking. How would you like to unlock that healing power within you to be made whole? Sickness was not supposed to be part of God's creation. Sickness is man's disobedience to God's authority and what he said should be. So, if you're looking at aromatherapy, I would say that you could discover the sense, the aroma of health and happiness. You could discover health and happiness with an oil. Go back to the picture there for a minute, Lee, and look at what's on there. Okay. I don't know how clear it is on your TV, but each one of those oils, and actually these are samples, you can come in, unscrew the top, and take and use that aroma under your nose. And each one of these has a property, it has a use, it has a ability to make a change in your life and your health because of it. You can just take, for example, lavender. Most everybody is familiar with lavender. It's one of the most loved aromatic uses in aromatherapy. It is lightly floral, soothing scent that most people find appealing. In therapeutic terms, lavender is the most useful oil and one every aromatherapy kit must include. It's also one of the few essential oils that can be applied neat. That means using only the oil itself. Essential oils are recommended, highly concentrated plant oils, and then follow directions, check on the history, and folks, this is how perfume came into being with aromatherapy. All right, move a little bit along here. And I think this is really cool. See, there you go, aromatherapy right along in there. And it got them. And then on the sides, we turn the curve right behind that. And then we got essential oils. These are so nice, just absolutely. And the company right there, yeah, you can go back to to this oil part. These brand right here is Now. That's good. And you'll look at, you just notice the depth of what Remedy This offers you. And then what we have available for you to help you. And I love what it said now. Discover the scent, the aroma of health and happiness with these essential oils. You need to take them into consideration. You need to realize that they are available to you to make a change in you in where you are looking to try to find the discovery of what the key for your life is for happy health and well-being. All right. And these are a list of the different companies that we carry their name brand. And so you'll notice the best brands and supplements. And we'll show you some more of them. Okay, Irwin Naturals. Carried their product, have for a long time. Then we're going to talk to you about Nature's Way. And these are Nature's Sunshine. These are some top of the line companies, folks. These are companies that, and we're going to get, before we get away from there, we'll stop right there on the T's. I believe we have one of the best selection of essential oils anywhere close by. Teas, there is a multitude of teas. We are very proud of what we've been able to maintain when there's been where our manufacturers that for us have had a hard time in being able to get the product. We've been able to help our special clients, which are you, to be able to have the type of products that will give you a better quality of life and help you have that health and happiness. If you got health, you should have happiness. If you have good health and you're complaining about life, then you've never been put in front of being hurt in the mind, body, and the spirit because you're ungrateful. All right. Just keep on looking. Keep on looking. There you go. Beautiful products. Great products. Remedy this naturally. 1140 Benvenue Road. We're there for you. And there's all the different things that are available to you, all the different teas. And then, you know, there were some things like horny goat weed, walk, things for sleeping, things for staying awake, herbs and spices. Now, this is an exceptional. We are proud of what you're looking at right now. We have herbs and spices. We have them where they are available in the bulk aspect. These or you can make your own remedies. You can, people who have culinary, we have the culinary class come out and check our facilities out because we have things that will make it when they graduate, or if they want to experiment before they graduate from Nash Community College, that we have what they have to help them make the best dishes available. The herbs, we have people that love making their own concoctions. There are people who have recipes that they have been handed down from generation to generation, and they have been used as a medicinal purpose to help that individual maybe fight the common cold, to be happy with sinuses or whatever it may be. These can be used for that purpose. Up to you how you want to use them and the recipe that you may want to put them in. So big selection, great selection of herbs and spices. So if you're looking for something for cooking, we got them there. Oh yes, this is so important. I want to stop you right there. Hair, skin, and body products. How many of you are concerned about how you look, how you smell, how the other person looks, or how they smell? Either way, it doesn't make a difference. You can take and get some of these things right here. This is an unusual thing to be able to stop right here. If you'll notice that the bottles right here have kind of a red, blue on them. These are some of the ingredients and special products that were used by a gentleman called name of Edgar Casey. He was better known as the Sleeping Prophet, and he was able to, when his wife would take and ask him about someone's health and well-being and they weren't doing well, when he was there, he would be able to share with them what needed to be done to help that person have the best quality of life they could with what they were dealing with. And this is an amazing section. This is something that is very important to help us understand. Going back to where God revealed to a particular individual. It's like going back to the old prophets in the Testament, and where God revealed to certain people certain answers to certain questions, and Edgar Casey was given a gift by God, whether you believe in it or not, that you can go and you can search in the the libraries up in Hampton, Virginia, and you can check out. Just one of many people who were given a gift that had a heart to help people that were ailing. How's that the best way to put it? And as we go down, this is kind of unusual. We're talking about Edgar Casey. We're talking about castor oil packs. I know most of the generation today they just know that was some bad thing that the mom and dad talked about, that they were given to make them have the bowel loose and make them clean, where they cleansed out and they got a little diarrhea. I was trying to figure out how to say the thing gracefully and properly. But we have found that by using a castor oil pack and being able to help, it actually helps the body detox, helps the body get rid of stuff that is built up. Come to me a minute, Leah. Let me explain a few things that I can see people eyeball to eyeball. Now, when you think about this, God had in the Garden of Eden everything, absolutely everything that can make us 100% whole and never die. And what has happened today, we have gotten to the point, we're lazy, don't want to cook, we love to be able to eat junk food, we love to complain about how things are and aren't. And so what has happened in laboratories, they have commercial kitchens that people who from Nabisco or whatever brand that may be selling in the shelf of the grocery store, and not to pick on one particular product over another one, that's the first names that came to me. But you can take that information that was applied. We have had so many things happen over the years when it came. I don't know if you know or not how I got involved in the natural realm, but it was because of my son and Mark, and we're looking 40 some years ago, that he would actually his joints were hurting so bad he couldn't move very well, and he would just sit and he would draw. Beautiful artist, and he would make and do things that were not mobile. And we tried to find out what was happening. The doctors treated him for arthritis as a young boy. A lot of different modalities that were used. And after a while, as a parent, you know that we're the last resort for that child. So through prayer and fasting, God led us to a osteopathic doctor, Cal Streeter, from Hammond, Indiana. We went to Dr. Streeter, and he said, your son's dying from the inside out from all the junk that's been put in him since he's been here in this world. And so what he did was, he did some cleansing and detoxifying. Kind of like I showed you back in this frame before, the Edgar Casey deal, about how they would do a liver detox with that through the castor oil pack. Well, Mark did things that like that, and within 30 days, by using a homeopathic remedy, or a remedy that most people would find in a home, 30 days, different boy. 90 days, a new man. By doing and learning from someone's history. And osteopathic doctors, hard to find now. Everybody's got to specialize. But he was the man. And then down the road, other issues came along. Toxemia in pregnancy, and the loss of our daughter during that time. A lot of things that God says, and I am saying, okay, wait a minute. I got to disprove this stuff, or God's got to educate me enough that I can use this to be able to help someone. So what we did was, we jumped in with it and got involved in Trinity Natural School of Health, got involved in working with the Amish up in Indiana, who were Solomon Wiki, an Amishman. He would have his Mondays available where people could come, and they would line up before daylight in their buggies waiting to see Solomon Wiki. And he would tell them the natural information that God had revealed to him through his life, and he was willing to pass it on to the other Mennonite and Amish. So that was phenomenal. And so you're learning, you're looking. Oh, by the way, Solomon Wiki was taken to the racetrack, and they would ask him what he needed to do for their horses. And great horseman. I guess he was a veterinarian without the title. He was a doctor without the title. But most of all, he was God representative to keep a whole lot of people in good health and wellness. So that's a little bit of my background and why I do what I do. Okay, let's go back to the commercial. It's wonderful. Okay, let's see. There's one more of those items right there that the castor oil pack and hair, skin, and body products. A lot of items with the skin come about because you're not having good elimination through the bowel. You're not having the opportunity to cleanse and detoxify yourself. And just to get the point across, okay? Let me just get the point across. If you come to me, let me talk to him on this. If we know that we're not having a good bowel movement, we're not having a good urine release, we're not having a good respiratory breathing and getting good quality air, there's an issue. So what happens is that we are not treating our bodies as God ordained them to be. We're treating our bodies the best we can to satisfy our desire for taste, for smell, and we're missing out on it. So the point that I wanted to be able to look at you about is that we're full of crap, and that if we don't get rid of it, then I believe what happens is the body's going to try to stay alive. The body does not want to die. So what it will do, it will start letting the toxins and poison come out of the system in forms of acne, skin irritations. So if we can go in and cleanse and have a good bowel movement and get rid of the things that are causing us negativity, like drinking things that are carbonated, that actually the carbonation does this. We breathe in the oxygen, we breathe out the carbon molecule. And so if we cannot get rid of the carbon by pouring something in our body that has a whole lot of fizz to it, and we shut down our immune system, we're missing out and causing our body to have to deal with what we're putting in it before we can deal with what needs to keep us happy and have a better quality of life. Folks, things that fall apart in our body just don't start today. They've been going on for decades a lot of times. And the other thing that we need to understand is we don't come from healthy parents. Our parents have ailments that are either in the process of coming into being or they've already gotten there. And so that's passed on to the next generation in I'm just going to use the word, the DNA, and we need to get it so that we can have a better quality of life and do it naturally and get rid of the old stuff that's causing us, in my opinion, to be diseased. In other words, they made a disease out of it, but it's disease. Is our body is not at peace. Our body is not at harmony. And that affects us physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, every aspect. We've got to have it, okay? Let's go to the slide. All right, hair, skin products. I think we got on that pretty good when I started talking about getting rid of the poopy fairy. Oh, love it. And this is another thing right there, DMSO. That was one of the things that is still used for the animal kingdom, where horses and cows and dogs and everything, this is a byproduct, and it helps with aches and pains. So very, very interesting. All right, hair, skin. Going down the row again. Here we go. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Just waiting for you to check out it. Remedy this naturally. 1140 Benvenue Road. All right, we're coming up on something here that's very important. All right, if you'll notice up there, there's a long line of deodorants, and most of them should be in our store, that they don't have the things that you rub on your skin that causes the particles to close and it doesn't get a chance to breathe. So that's going to make a difference if you use the deodorant that is best for you and your skin and your health, and not using something that will clog up your pores. Right here, we're going to stop right there. Okay, for your convenience, if you will come in to remedy this naturally, anytime between 10 and 5, Monday through Friday, and Saturday 10 to 2, you will have a special treat of being able to have postal services at the store. And that is, we can mail your packages. We can do everything, but we don't, no postal boxes, no duck stamp, and no money orders. Other than that, we're more than happy to help you. It's an opportunity and a blessing and a privilege to be able to offer this service to you at Remedy This Naturally, and that is postal services, okay? And right there in the corner, you'll notice that there are some yellow labels and there's some green or white labels over there to the right. Those are packaging boxes and that you have where you can use you can use a mailer that has the rate on it, And say for example, if it's $8 or $15, whatever you can get in that box for that rate goes for one price. And that's what they call a flat rate box or envelope. We have those available. Other items that are sent from the post office there at Remedy This Naturally are weight and distance. If you pick it up from there and it's able to send it cross country, find out which one is going to be in your best interest to choose the best price way of doing it. That's what's important to you, okay? And it's so nice to be able to come to you on that aspect. Leah, is there a couple more seconds on that commercial? Or was that the end? No, we got to have Ayla waving by to us or telling you to come into the business. That'll be the end. So go back to it and go from there. Okay, we're there. Go forward. How y'all like this, being able to get a tour of the Remedy This National? I think it's doggone good, long overdue, because you don't know what we do, and I sit here and talk about stuff, but you don't know the practicality of it. You don't know why I'm so excited about this, that I can take and show you why we do what we do. So, in the book, in the program here we just did, we talked about aromatherapy, how it benefits, okay? Then, that's a book you can pick up at Remedy This Naturally, and you can take and use it. I'll give you a little background, okay? I'll just read the appendix. Are you suffering from troubling issues such as acne, anxiety, depression, muscle aches, respiratory problems, or insomnia? That's a heck of a list. And the answers are in the book. Or are you looking for an air freshener, antibacterial spray, or after sun tonic without all those chemical additives?
Got it now.
Huh?
I got it. Shut it
Okay.
down.
Whatever the matter at hand may be, there is a good chance that aromatherapy can offer you a natural way to meet your need. Aromatherapy for Everyone provides easy to understand information on how to choose and use the essential oils that are right for you. You can end up being your own caretaker. You can end up being the person that's taking care of you because you know the answers. This revised edition begins by discussing the foundations of aromatherapy, touching upon the history of this practice and how it forms of therapeutic works, and then includes the aroma families, and explains how to build an aromatherapy starter kit, basic aromatherapy recipes and application methods, and how to protect and store your essential oils. It also provides an all-handy reference guide that matches problems or needs to essential oils that may be applied to them. Did you get it? It also provides an all-new handy reference guide that matches problems or needs to essential oils that may be applied to them. Finally, it provides individual entities of 59 different essential oils, describing their origins, listing their therapeutic benefits, and recommending ways to use them. Folks, we got some powerful stuff at Remedy This Naturally. Powerful. And just being able to know that you can be the person in charge because you can make the great decisions necessary. Aromatherapy for Everyone puts the world of essential oils at your fingertips and includes full color photos, fun facts that will educate and delight. Whether you want to take control of your health, well-being, or simply create a unique scent, I love that, SCENT, for your living space, this book can show you how to do so naturally and effectively. So, wanted to make sure we got that across to you. We're going to go back down to the cafe. How you like that? Remedy This Cafe. I guess the deals are so good right there that you got to get the money from the ATM machine so you can pay for them. So that's kind of unusual. I love that. Whoever talked about putting an ATM form in the middle of the cafe. Going down there, there's the popcorn down there, yes sir, and the cookies and the cakes and the meatless hot dogs, and then the big banner up top right there gives you a list of all the good things you want to have available for you at Remedy This Naturally. Let's go a little bit further and see where it takes us here. Okay, stop right there. Now, here we are. You're looking to the left, go to the post office. Looking to the right, go to the cafe. Straight ahead, got the water coming down from the thing there, just helping to enhance the energy level within there. You can drop your mail off, pick your mail up, and then if you'll look back to the right back there, there's freezers and refrigerators have the frozen items you can take home and use for cooking as well. I think we've gotten a great invitation for you. Here it comes. Here's your welcome right there. Yes, come in and talk to all of us at Remedy This Naturally, 1140 Benvenue Road. There to help you unlock your health needs as never before. Proud of you folks. Wasn't that great? We just about did the whole program on that, and this is kind of going to be our infomercial. And so it just was working at me. I said, Claiborne, what do you need to do to let people know what is available there and why we do what we do? One, I gave you a little bit of introduction as to how I got involved in this modality of life and health and why I do it, how it has changed family members for fantastic reasons and unlocked doors that were locked and we couldn't get through and nobody had answers for. That's what the dream, that's what the goal of Remedy This Naturally was, that you could have a place to go. You could answer your questions. Answer the questions by asking them to somebody else that does this on a full-time basis. We love you for it. We love this, and this is, I did not fold this one up with the brochure on the front and the back, but there's soup for each day, and you may say, and soups are good even in this hot weather. There's something about a soup and sandwich, and my favorite neighbor brought me some tomatoes, and we had a tomato sandwich with soup. Yeah, and that's even better with tomato soup or tomato bisque. Very good. In the next minute, as we close out our broadcast, we challenge you to do what God asked you to do, and that is to make your body what He is proud of, and that He represents you through the body. More than ever, we are at a time where we have got to fall back to our foundation to know what we're made of and what we're built upon, so we can take and overcome the death, the world, and the flesh, And may you be blessed, and may you live your days to fulfill the dreams and goals that God gave you to do. You're here for a purpose because God made you in His image and His likeness to carry about His joy and do what you're supposed to do to make it possible to have the best quality of life. I'm your host, Claiborne Holtzman. We love you. Take care of yourself and check out Remedy This Naturally and all the different modalities that are there for you to benefit from. God bless, take care, and good day.